What is up, everybody? Welcome to TPO Live. It's your boy Dimes, Mr. Crockpot on Twitter. The Sixers got the W, 111-97. They move on to 22-11 on the season, 14-2 at home. Today, we are talking about our top takeaways. We're going to grade the team's performance and everything else. Joining us today is my man, Justin. You know him on Twitter at J_Bersacetti. Justin, what's good, my man?
Listen, I'm just excited that we're back on watch parties right now. I'm not gonna lie. We've been out of this for a little bit. We've been busy, but we were able to do a whole watch party today. Watch the Sixers catch the W tonight against a little bit of a short-handed Mavs without Porzingis. So just nice to see a W come across, and the fact that we got the W with the bench, which has not happened.
Let's roll right into our top takeaways. And how do you not start off with the bench? Like 49 points, something like that, led by Dwight Howard, who took a late three there in the fourth quarter. But other than that, Dwight Howard was truly perfect from the field. You look at his stats, 14 points, plus 14, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 3 blocks. He did have 3 turnovers, but it wasn't that bad. And when you look at Dwight Howard's last handful of games, last few games, 0 turnovers. And you look at a game like this, the bench, Dwight Howard, Shake Milton didn't have the best shooting night, but you have to feel good because you look at Joel Embiid, who truly struggled from the floor in this game, 5 of 20. Tobias Harris had an injury. You'd like to see the bench step up against the Dallas Mavericks, a major reason why they won tonight.
For real. It's exciting to see us win games, and I know I said this already, but it's just exciting to see us win a game without have Joel Embiid playing almost 40 minutes. I think Joel only played 27 minutes tonight. Obviously, it helps that Dwight Howard is playing well, like you said. But same with even Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is typically playing a lot of minutes. Ben Simmons only had to play 32. Which sounds like a lot still, but typically he's in the 37 range. So it's nice to see your stars getting some time on the bench.
Yeah, like I said, Shake Milton only 4 of 13 from the floor, but he was a plus 17. Dwight Howard was a plus 14. Mike Scott made a couple threes. Yeah, I said that. Mike Scott. And then you have
what?
Korkmaz hit a couple threes. It was just a very strong performance from the Sixers bench. It was really a game of runs. You saw the Sixers kind of a sloppy shooting game in that first quarter, and then the Sixers truly went on a run, I think led by Ben Simmons' defense. The Sixers did a great job turning defense into offense in the second quarter. The Sixers started out the third quarter kind of sloppy as well. The Dallas Mavericks offense was really starting to get in rhythm, and then the Sixers offense and defense really kind of clicked there and really just controlled the flow of the rest of the game. The Sixers outscored the Dallas Mavericks 15 points in that second quarter, only 2 points in the third quarter, but I promise you guys, it was like a 17-2 run there in the third. And 111-97. Justin, what's one of your takeaways, man?
I think one of my biggest takeaways is Vincent Poirier got some game time today. 2 minutes, and guess what he did? 1 foul, 1 turnover. No, but in all reality, my biggest takeaway tonight is probably going to be Shake Milton. He played pretty well in that second unit tonight, just keeping them together. Didn't have an amazing game from the field, only 4 for 13. Obviously not what you want, but had 6 assists, 4 rebounds. Just all around, just commanded that second unit pretty well today. So I think that's obviously good. Like you said, Ben Simmons' defense, I think that's key as well.
Yeah, the Sixers shooters played pretty well too. You look at Danny Green, 2 of 4. Seth Curry had 15 points tonight, 3 of 3 from 3. Korkmaz, again, 2 of 5. Mike Scott hit a couple threes. That's what you want to see. But, how many times have you seen the Sixers led by the Sixers' big three, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons? This was one of those games where it was really a breath of fresh air to see their other guys step up, because the bench has struggled truly over the last month or so. So let's go into our player of the game. Justin, who is your player of the game tonight?
Oh, that's so tough. It's tough because your typical players of the game are really didn't have to do much tonight. So all around, though, I'm going to have to steal your man Ben Simmons from you over here. Listen, the defensive clinic he's been putting on Luka Doncic. I don't remember what you said the stat was earlier today, but it's just ridiculous. The shooting percentage that he shoots against Ben Simmons. Like Ben Simmons is locking up Luka in all ways. It's great. So for me, it's definitely Ben. Ben had 15 points, 7 assists, 3 rebounds, efficient 6 for 11 from the field, 1 steal, 2 blocks, and 3 for 5 from the line. So overall, and plus he had no turnovers, no fouls, plus 15 for the game. So can't do much wrong when you also don't have to play the whole game. So
yeah. So Ben and Luka have faced each other twice in their careers. Luka shot 4 of 16 in the first meeting, 4 of 15 in the second meeting, and you look at tonight, 6 of 13 from the floor. Believe me, guys, it was much worse in that first half. Luka hit a few shots there in the third quarter. Overall, between the first 2 games in the first half of this game, Luka was shooting 11 of 40 versus Ben Simmons in those 2.5 games. My goodness, Ben. I think Luka wakes up at night and has nightmares of Ben Simmons because he has shut him down. My player of the game is Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard was absolutely that spark plug that you really love to see. Dwight Howard again was a plus 14, 8 boards, 3 blocks, 3 turnovers, and 2 personal fouls. I have been killing Dwight Howard over the last month or so on these watch parties. Because of the turnovers, because of the personal fouls. I loved what I saw of the first 10 games when he was just in rhythm with Shake and Tyrese off that bench. And then when COVID hit, it seemed to kind of just deflate all of Dwight Howard in terms of efficiency. But you look at these last few games, man, if this is the Dwight, have we not talked about maybe Paul Reed could get some burn over Dwight Howard moving forward? If this is the Dwight Howard we're going to get, that's what we're talking about, man. A guy that can protect the rim, show you some pick and roll defense, and really thrive around the basket. He had he had an amazing dunk tonight. One of the best dunks on the season. But right after that, no one's really talking about it. He had a nice little runner with the ball in his hands that you would never, ever expect Dwight Howard to look so smooth with the ball in his hands. Dwight Howard was my player of the game. How would you grade tonight's game, Justin?
Overall, I think you can't really say much about it. Obviously, Joel didn't have an amazing game when it came to how he was shooting from the field, but overall, you got to give it an A. They got the job done against a game that they should have won against a team that without Kristaps Porzingis, and led to old-fashioned load management, like Marky2215 says down in the comments right there. So obviously, you can't be mad at it at all. They got the job done. How about you?
I'm going to go A too. I'm going to go 44 points from Tobias Harris, Ben Simmons, and Joel Embiid. Yeah. All that points to a brutal loss for the Philadelphia 76ers. Those 3 are typically in the 70s plus, and you're talking 44 points. They scored 44 points, and the bench carried you to a W. That's what you want to see. You look at the minutes Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons and Tobias Harris are logging in this first half of the schedule. You need that depth. You need that bench to really carry them. Because truthfully, you look at how the fans are coming back in the stands. You look at how damaging the Sixers are at home. You have to get that 1 seed. If you want to beat the Brooklyn Nets, you better get that 1 seed and have home court advantage. That is a major storyline moving forward, and I want the bench to be one of the key factors to holding the Sixers right now as being number 1 in the Eastern Conference.
I agree, and I think something I do want to talk about for the game real quick is that we did get out rebounded, which kind of surprised me. The Mavs had 50 rebounds, 10 offensive, and we had 39 rebounds, 8 offensive. It's kind of surprising to me that we're getting out rebounded sometimes. to be honest with you. What do you have any thoughts about that?
Yeah, that was one of the weird things because the Dallas Mavericks are rebounding percentage-wise among the worst in the NBA, and we talked about that in the first half. Like, I go straight to free throws. You look at Joel Embiid. This is a guy who didn't get his first free throw attempt with 3 minutes left in the first half, in the second quarter. Crazy. It was like a weird first half. Embiid finished with 12 free throws. So he really kind of cooked, even though he was inefficient from the floor tonight. He made his living. He made his bread and butter, as he always should, from the free throw line. So it was kind of a weird game in that, especially in that first half. You would think the Sixers would own this team with no Kristaps Porzingis in the rebounding area. But really, I think you look at fast break points and creating points off turnovers. The Mavericks had 18 turnovers tonight. So the Sixers forced 18 turnovers. That's what you want to see. That's Sixers basketball. When your stars aren't clicking, you want to see the defense turn into offense, and I think they did that tonight.
Yeah, and I think it's also important that we talk about Tobias Harris a little bit. Marky215 saying, I hope Tobias is okay. Tobias, if you guys did not know, Tobias came down with a knee contusion, and I think he went out in like the beginning of the fourth or middle of the third, something like that. So yeah, well, obviously it's a knee contusion, which is basically just a knee bruise. I'm assuming, and you never want to assume with injuries, but I can assume that he's going to be just fine. Based on all the reports, it was just a knee bruise, so you can assume he'll be all right. So they were already up by like 20 points when they took him out of the game. So I think, like we said earlier, it's old school load management.
Any final thoughts, man, before we do plugs?
No, I mean, listen, I think the only final thoughts I got is that, listen, we're winning games, and that's what's most important. We need to keep stacking these wins because the second half schedule is looking like it might be a little tough for us. So we will see what happens.
My final thought is Ben Simmons continues to be a tear, not only putting the ball in the basket and being just a defensive player of the year candidate, but you look at his turnover percentage. In the last handful of games, 7%, 13%, 11%, 5.5%, 18%. Ben Simmons had 0 turnovers tonight. 0 turnovers. My goodness, what an impressive, he only had 15 points tonight or so. But I thought he was absolutely terrific. And when Ben Simmons is, moving the ball, reducing the turnovers, he had how many assists did he? He had 7 assists and 0 turnovers. Like, that is winning basketball. Ben Simmons, man, awesome stuff. Justin,
Definitely.
What do you want to plug, dude?
Yeah, I mean, go follow me on Twitter if you're not already. If you want to hear about anything Blue Coats basketball, the Sixers G League affiliate team, Paul Reed down there. You got Rajon Tucker down there. Right now, they are probably I think if they're not the best team down in the bubble right now, they're second or third because they just lost their first 2 games of the whole season. They're 7-2 now. But they're looking good. They're a lot of fun to watch. So if you're not watching them already, I'd definitely watch them. And if you want coverage for them, I post highlights during the game, live tweeting the game. I also do press conferences with the team. I get to ask the coaches and players questions and post them up on my Twitter as well. So definitely go follow me on Twitter for that stuff.
I will plug my Eagles draft content. We've been pumping out NFL draft content. If you love the Philadelphia Eagles, we're now up to 44 Eagles draft targets, video scouting reports, 44 on the channel. Go check it out. That doesn't even include our written breakdowns and our other podcasts. We're going to be doing our first mock draft this Tuesday night on Party on Broad, and we have some guests joining. It's going to be a ton of fun. So make sure you go follow us on Twitter at Party on Broad. I think I'm going to wrap it up. Make sure you follow the Painted Lines on Twitter at the Painted Lines. We're now on Twitch. Go give us a follow. Check out thepaintedlines.com. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. What did I miss, Justin? Did I miss anything?
Discord? Did you talk about Discord?
Go follow us on Discord. You can join our chat, talk whatever you want.
We're all in there. We're all in there.
It's a good time. Sixers got the W tonight. They move on to 22-11. My God, we're going to get ready for some awesome All-Star game content moving forward. I believe we're going to be doing a watch party for that as well. And that is going to be a hell of a day because I think it's all back to back this year, right?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
It's all one day. But
Yeah.
just before we end it, guys, I want to see in the comments after this video gets posted up on YouTube. I want you guys in the comments. I want debates on whether or not these Sixers should go out and get Kyle Lowry and who you think they should be trading him for. Because I've heard a lot of different opinions on it. I will be in the comments later tonight and also tomorrow checking out what you guys are saying. So make sure you go in there and let us know.
Yeah, the Kyle Lowry talk was a little less than I expected.
Yeah.
To be honest, but that's what happens when the Sixers are clicking. So
Definitely.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications. Thank you, everybody, for commenting. The comments were amazing today, as always. For Justin, for myself, thanks for watching, guys. Sixers W. Stay awesome.
Peace.